Welcome in, everyone. Welcome, welcome. It is another Tuesday edition. Tuesday edition. I'm Tammy. I'm the Siberian Wind, and thank you for coming to hang out. I appreciate it. I see Rita's already been in the chat early, so thank you for that. And tonight we're going to do a little bit of cutting. We're not going to do any sewing. We're not going to pull the machine back out. I have been sewing for the last hour and a half on the Nocturnal Soul Quilt-Along block for this week, and I need a little bit of a break, and then I'll get back to it. Hey, Rita, there you are. You're back. Yay! Hey, Chloe, welcome in. So I had some interesting experiences this past week. Hey, Jennifer, glad you're here. I went to... Okay, so I am a 4-H instructor. For those of you who do not know, I teach kids from ages 5 all the way up to 18, and I'm working with them to learn some kind of handcraft sewing, machine sewing, etc. And usually I'm trying to gear towards quilting, but you know, what comes with the territory, as long as it's not cutting fingers, cutting is good, right? I hear ya. I don't know why YouTube isn't showing the, oh, it's on top chat. Let me go to live. There we go. I've got live chat now. All right. So one of the things that comes with the territory when you are working in nonprofit, whatever that may be, whether it is helping with 4-H. Oh, that's awesome. Rita says she was a 4-H leader back when her daughters were little. I had some adorable little girls taking my t-shirt yarn class in this most recent version of it because I taught it back in the spring. And then basically I took the whole summer off. I was exhausted after my gallbladder surgery and just really wasn't able to put in the energy that I needed to put in. So I took the summer off, and there were a couple of people that said, hey, we really want to take that t-shirt yarn class. And so I offered it again. And I had a pair of sisters. One was like 3rd grade, one was like 4th grade, something like that. I don't know for sure, but they're adorable. And one, as she was sitting there crafting, they were both in their little school uniforms because they go to a school that here locally that has uniforms, and she was sitting there with her knees together, like as though she were wearing a skirt. And when she was cutting the t-shirt, she was doing all of this like close to her body, perfect posture. I mean, chef's kiss, like just prim and proper. Hey, Laura, welcome in. The younger sister, however, she is obviously the wild child. Her hair was everywhere. She had like a headband or whatever, but guys, when you see the kids at the end of the first day of kindergarten and their hair is like wild, even though you sent them to get to school with prim and proper hair for their pictures. Yeah, that was this child. She was all over the place, had wild stories, and was always talking. She was just a hoot to have in the classroom. A little one that I would have to watch a little bit closely, but just precious. Let's see, the kids did rabbits, including yarn made from rabbit wool with the English and French Angora rabbits. Then did various crafts. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, so what happens in the nonprofit sector is you will typically get donations. But what that means is that you get things that you then have to sort through, that you have to figure out how you want to put it into your program. It's not something you necessarily asked for all of the time. We had somebody that was trying to donate a lot of garment fabric, and I'm just like, let's go to the other 4-H instructors. I'm really not interested. I'm not sure that I want to get back into garments with the kids right now. We just got everything swapped over to quilting cotton, or most everything. I've still got some denim and I've still got some corduroy, which we will absolutely use. But I'm kind of veering towards the quilting version because when you make a quilt, it fits. You never have to alter it. There's none of that. Oh, yeah, I hope it's good tonight. I hope, Laura. She says her internet's been spotty today. Yeah, I know that feeling. I know that well. But so I went to go to this lady's house because she's giving 4-H a lot of stuff. Like, guys, I came back to the building, to the sewing lab, with a carload of stuff in the trunk. And there's going to be more. There's going to be more. I remember some of those donations. I was like, well, thank you. Then I had to figure out what to. Yes, you do. You really do. Hey, Joan, welcome in. Watching The Voice and you, and for an interesting evening. Hope your surgery goes well. Thank you. I am incredibly nervous about it. Hey, Joy T, welcome in. Yeah, I'm incredibly nervous about the surgery, so I'm trying to get some things done before I go to bed Wednesday night. I don't know what time my surgery will be Thursday. I won't know until tomorrow afternoon. So I'm desperately trying to get some things done so that I don't run the risk of not being able to later. So yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. But so this lady does everything. Guys, she has boxes and boxes and boxes of yarn. Not that I'm going to touch the yarn. There's knitting groups for that. But there is boxes of stuff. She does needle. She did needlepoint. She did cross stitch. Hey, Katie Crafts, welcome in. She did cross stitch. She did knitting, crochet. She did plastic canvas. She did quilting. She didn't do garments for the most part that I'm aware of. So I think I'm good on that. But we've already had thread come in. She's already sent safety pins, straight pins, needles. Oh, thank you, Katie. She says best wishes for successful surgery. I appreciate it. Guys, this lady does everything, but she is a quilter. Oh, thank you, Laura. Wishing me the best. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So as we're going through things, this lady has pulled out all of these kits. And guys, there's flannel kits. There is kit. Thank you, Joy T. I appreciate that. I'm nervous. I'm a bit nervous. But there's flannel kit, there's thimbleberries, there's Moda, there's tons of kits. And the lady says that she kind of goes towards the Amish, so like dark colors and not super bright colors. Looking at her house, you would never know that. But I came back with boxes and boxes and boxes of quilt kits. So these are like full and twin and queen and king size kits for the kids to be able to put together. Hey Zaza, welcome in. Long time no see. Glad you are here. Hey Susan, thank you. I appreciate that. So one of the things that this lady does is needlepoint. And I'm not sure if this is exactly needlepoint, but it's close enough. So she pulled out this art binder, and literally it's like a photo album. And she had things stuffed in between the pages. She had things in the pages, and she just said, "Here," and handed it to me to take a look. I started paging through. Aw, thank you. I hope they're not going to take it out though, I think. My understanding is they're just going to release it so that it can move a little bit more freely. But thank you, Susan. You have another raffle ticket for the Super Chat giveaway. And that is coming up October 14th, guys. So if you want to get your raffle tickets, you can. You absolutely can. But so I'm paging through this folder of all of these needlepoint styled items that she's got in this binder. And she's talking to me and another lady about these. And I'm paging through and I'm oohing and ahhing over the pages as I get there. You know, when you're seeing somebody's crafts and it's just like this entire binder would be an entire night of nothing but show and tell. Guys, it would be a complete show and tell on its own. Oh, I hope I hope it goes well on the 1st, and I hope my surgery goes well on the 25th, and yours goes well on the 1st. I definitely hope so. But guys, I stopped at this one, and I'm going to show you because she sent this home with me. I stopped at this one, and I just said, oh my gosh. And she just looks at me and she's like, what? I said, I am in love with this. It is absolutely stunning. And this one was in the sleeve, so I couldn't even touch it without pulling it out. And it was, I was so like in love with it from the moment I saw it. And she reaches over while I'm sitting there with the binder still in my lap. She reaches over into the sleeve and pulls it out, sets it aside, and says, you're taking that home with you. So I got gifted this from this wonderful lady. Nerves pre-op are perfectly normal. Yes, right? Or, oh, cancer surgery tomorrow. I hope it goes well, Susan. I hope his cancer surgery goes well. So this is the needle point that I fell in love with. There we go. I am going to have to make this in fabric. There's no way. I have to make this. I am absolutely in love with it. And it's not showing up very metallic-y. Okay, there we go. You guys can see some of the sparkle on this. Some of the sparkle. She has got metallic thread all through this. She put, yes, Rita, right? There's metallic thread. There's metallic thread up here in all of the cream that you're seeing up here. There's metallic thread. There's metallic thread in all of this purple here. There's metallic thread lining this blue. There's metallic thread all up in here. And then again, all down in here. Same thing as the metallic out here in the cream. It's metallic down here as well. It is just absolutely stunning. So I'm going to see if I can get it to where you guys can really see. So you see the little snowflakes that she did on the outer border. And she is a quilter, so for her to pick a quilting design, a lot of hers were quilting design related. But all of these luscious purples and blues, I think I'd have to use ombres to recreate some of it. Just because of how stunning it is. And I don't know how I would get the metallic in there, but oh my gosh, do I want to. So this is the entirety of the piece, and she left it on the thing. You could frame it or turn it into a bag. I will definitely be framing it. Yeah, it has log cabin stuff in it. It absolutely does. So I will be framing this one, but I am going to draw out this pattern. So this may be a quilt that we are doing next year sometime. Yes, it is Stars in Log Cabin. You are not wrong, Joan. You are not wrong. The pieces down here that make the snowflake looking pieces are half square triangles and squares. And then there's log cabins, and then in the middle, all of the half square triangles and squares and all of that are put in there to make the snowflake pattern. And okay, so you guys see the front, right? That's the back. It is still it's not as pretty, but you can still see the pattern on the back. And every single piece that was in her binder was like this. So it had a beautiful, beautiful stitch front. And then if you flipped it over and you looked at the back, you were going to be able to see that pattern in the back. It was not a mess. Yes, Chloe, wow is right. Wow is absolutely right. Susan says she picked up the quilts from the state fair today. On the way home, there was heavy traffic. Ouch. I hate heavy traffic. So just stay tuned. This will be a future project that we are going to do based off of the inspiration. Now the lady's name is either Judy or Jody. I'm not sure which. But I will find out for sure before I do it. But we are definitely going to be doing this. We are going to be doing this in the future. We're not going to needlepoint it. We are going to fabric it. I am not going to needlepoint, but it is, okay. My granny's embroidery was like that. You couldn't tell the difference between the front and the back. Beautiful work. Yes. And this lady says she's 82. So she definitely has that mentality to her. So what I'm actually going to work on tonight, I was taught that the back should be as neat as the front of needlepoint, cross stitch, and embroidery. Yeah. See my cross stitch? If you look at the back of it, it is just as neat as can be. Absolutely as neat as can be. Because I don't like a messy back. So I picked up this pattern, and if you guys want to do this with me, I think I'm going to start it in January. I'm not going to start it completely this year. I don't know. I may start it in a few months, but I may hold off until January to actually start. It is called Gnome Sweet Gnome. And it is a lot of applique. So just be prepared. It is a lot of applique. So I will see if you guys want to do this with me. I will see if this is still available. And we'll do it together. Or you guys can just watch me, one or the other. What I have done so far is I have taken all of the applique patterns, and I've taken 2 giant pieces of freezer paper, and I traced everything out so that I know every piece that needs to be appliqued. And so I can just iron this onto the back of my fabric, trim a 1/4 of an inch away around, and then I can press and starch the edges and fold them over. So I'm going to be cutting this out tonight. I've got 2 pages. This is one and that's the other. So you guys are going to get to see some of this. These are all, the pattern has them all pre-reversed, so you don't have to do a lot of extra. I am not worried about getting this done in a timely manner necessarily. Well, don't look at the back of my needlework. I cover it up on the back. Mine is very messy. I hear you, Joan. Hey, Linda, welcome in. She says, hello, everyone. I'm glad you are here. So when I do a pattern like that, or when I do a pattern like this, that has a lot of applique, what I tend to do is I will pre-trace everything. So when I do Santa's loading dock, when I do the Santa's loading dock quilt, we're going to do it the same exact way. I'm just going to trace everything out. And I wrote months on here so I know where it's going. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Mona. Welcome in. Glad you guys made it. Let's see. Susan says she does well with needlepoint, keeping it neat on the back. Not as good with embroidery. And a work in progress with cross stitch. I'm sure if I did these more, I would get better. Quilting is more fun. Yeah, absolutely. Zaza sent Joy T a message about that pattern. Ooh, that's interesting. Which pattern? Is it this one? Is it a different pattern? You guys let me know. Is it a pattern that I have? Oh, I have filmed, in case you were wondering, I have filmed October's release of the first clue. So you guys will see me without a brace or anything on my wrist for October. So October 15th, the first clue for reflections will drop. So yeah, I'm just rough trimming right now. I'm not going to do the close trimming, and these are paper scissors. Hey, Rayanne. Kathy would probably love to do the gnome quilt. Yes, she would. Yes, she would. I will see if it's still available then. We'll see. So Becca's. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Everybody's got so many patterns going on. I can never keep track of who has what going on right now. So no worries about that. But yeah, so I did go ahead and film So it's not edited. It's not ready to upload yet. Because I want to put all the information that you guys need in the video. So that way you're not having to go back and forth. And if you are signed up for the Reflections Mystery, then you do not have to worry. You will get an email in advance that will have a link, and the download sheet will be available at the same time that the video goes live. So you guys will be able to click through to the video early. You won't be able to watch it early, but you will be able to see the video that it exists. It'll list as private. That's what September's video did. So if you have not signed up for the Reflections Mystery, you know what? Let me check and see. Did I put a command in so you guys can just ask for it? Let's see if I did. I don't remember. I should have. There's the retreat for September, which we've already done. Ooh, I do not. Oops. Okay. So I do not have a direct link yet, but I will get that added soon. So if you go back to my channel and you look for the Reflections Mystery, there's a video from August 15th. There's actually like 3 videos because I went live before the premiere and then I went live after the premiere. So there's a premiere, a video from before, and a video from after. A quick question. Do you think I purchased a Tula kit from Julie? Do I have enough fabric to starch? Yes, you should. Yeah, absolutely. Every single kit has the exact same measurements as what I sent you to go get. So yeah, you should have plenty to starch. Because I did put in a little bit of give because I know fabric will shrink when you starch it. So yeah, you should be just fine. Yeah, if you want to starch it, go right ahead. Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. I'm so excited for you guys having the Tula kits. Hey, Gladys, welcome in. And guys, if you do have a channel, if you are a content creator, feel free to drop your link in the chat if you like. It is !selfie over here on my channel. So just do !selfie in the chat and Nightbot will take care of that for us. We don't have to remember everybody's names or anything fancy. So this pattern is done, this gnome pattern is done by months. So like January, February, etc. So I didn't label them with which piece everything is. Will the video be on YouTube? Yes, it sure will. All the videos will stay here on YouTube. They will, Jen. Thank you for asking. Good question. Yeah, I've got to edit it, but it is recorded. So it is recorded, so I don't have to worry that I didn't get it recorded in time and I don't feel up to recording or anything. If I feel up to it post-surgery, we may have a live on Friday or Saturday or both. Depends on what I feel like. So if I feel up to it, I feel okay. I think the nerve block will still be in place on Friday, so I probably won't be hurting too much on Friday. And if Nightbot doesn't catch your selfie link, just give it a second and repeat it because sometimes Nightbot gets a little slow. Especially when a lot of people get it all at the same time. But you can always do that on my channel. I always have Nightbot going. Whether Nightbot cooperates with me, that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story. So we have Sew and Tell coming up in 1 week. Is that? No, wait. Hang on. That is not 1 week, is it? We have 2 weeks, don't we? Do we have 2 weeks? We have 2 weeks, okay. Because I still have to quilt the Sew and Tell giveaway quilt, guys. I've got the top ready. I've got to figure out the backing. And then I got to quilt it. So I will be layering and pinning and probably walking foot quilting here on Ricky. All right, so I see Zaza's channel link and Gladys, and now Sherry's worked. Perfect. Yeah, Chloe, yeah. She's keeping me straight. She's like, nope, 2 weeks. So, yeah, I have 3 weeks to get that quilted because I have 2 weeks until Sew and Tell, the last Sew and Tell. And then I have 1 more week before we give it away. So we will get it quilted. It will probably be straight line quilting on Ricky. It will not, I don't think I'm going to have Beauty up and running still by then. So it's going to be interesting, guys. So I will make sure that I get it quilted though. But we are going to have the Super Chat giveaway on the Sew and Tell giveaway night, which is October 14th. So for those who have gotten a Super Chat put into the channel, you have a raffle ticket already. Oh, Zaza, what time? Okay, can you tell me what time Mountain Time? Or can you only tell me what time Eastern Time? I know, that's a lot to ask. That's a lot to ask, especially when you're doing your first one ever. That's exciting. Zaza says she is doing her first live on Saturday. That is so crazy awesome. Getting anxious about starting the reflections. You don't have to worry. Okay, so October, I will go ahead and tell you. October is going to be an easy peasy month. It is not going to be a hard month. I want you to feel comfortable cutting into your fabrics, and I want you to feel accomplished on your first one. I don't want you to have any kind of, I'm not sure if I'm doing this right. It is a crazy easy month. You do have some cutting and you do have a little bit of sewing. It's not a lot of sewing this upcoming month. November will pick it up. December is going to be a little bit easy because I don't want anybody to think about it. Let's see, 3 p.m. right? 12 p.m. Mountain. 3 p.m. Eastern, that would be 1 p.m. Okay, gotcha. 1 p.m. Saturday. Okay, I will not go live at 1 p.m. Saturday. I will not step on Zaza. She needs her live, guys. Make sure you check her out. If you are not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe. I think I am subscribed to you, Zaza. Let me go double check because I believe I am. Oh, I was not. Okay, now I am. You know what? Let me check everybody else who's put their link in here because I want to say that I am subscribed to all of you, but I'm going to double check. I am subscribed to Gladys, and okay. I have to click over and back and over and back. My mouse, yep, Sherry, I've got you subscribed as well. Yay! I'm just double checking my subscriptions, guys. I promise. I love all of you. So I just have to double check because you know YouTube, they kick you off too. Sherry says she'll be watching. Joy T says she'll be there. Oh, I have not been trying to figure out the time zone. If it is 1 p.m. my time, Laura, does that help? Because I think are you lined up with Pacific right now or are you lined up with Mountain? Because 3 p.m. Eastern is 2 p.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Mountain, and then noon Pacific. Okay. Zaza's on top of it. She got that one. Yeah, usually if you can tell me if it's an Eastern or Pacific time zone, I can figure out which one it is. If you tell me in Arizona, I don't remember that one necessarily. Oh, I'm so looking forward to that, Zaza. That's awesome. So I will make sure I am not live at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. my time on Saturday. I will make sure of it. Zaza has a channel, yes. Zaza, drop your link again, please, if you will. So exclamation selfie. Yeah, everybody has a channel. When you have a YouTube name, you automatically have a channel. Whether that is a channel that you publish to or not, that's a whole nother story. So my YouTube channel name, the Siberian Wind, is my YouTube everything. Let's see, I know some change and some don't, which confuses me. Yes. So Arizona doesn't change time zones. And I want to say there's one or two other places in the United States that don't change. But usually most of us figure it out if you say an Eastern time or a Pacific time. Oh, you're so welcome, Zaza. You're so very welcome. Oh, Laura's going to set an alarm in her phone. You know what? Somebody send me an email so I set my alarm too, please. Send me an email because I will get off this live and be so excited about everything. Oh, good night, Mona. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. You have a great evening. And I'm so glad you checked in with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It means a lot. It means a lot. So this is a piece for March. It's a pretty darn big piece. I think it's a bird. I think this is part of the bird that's on the pattern. But then there's like super tiny pieces, like these little strips. So I will show you guys as I get to them, like when we start actually working on this, I will show you how I'm doing them. Ah, perfect. Linda, you have a channel too. Oh my gosh, do I have you? I am subscribed to you. I thought I was. Okay, good. I'm subscribed. Oh, don't be nervous, Zaza. It is the first 5 lives that I did. No joke. I was sweating bullets. I had a fan on, pointed at me the entire time, but I was still sweating. And oh my gosh, my hands were shaking. Oh my gosh, they were shaking. But it only took about those first 3 or 4, and then I started having regular people in the chat, and the rest is history. So I sometimes still get nervous even now doing a live. And I don't know why I get nervous now, because I really shouldn't be. I've been doing this a while. But it is normal to be nervous, especially that first time or two. So don't knock it. It is good. And I agree. Joy T says, you are a natural. Don't worry. Yeah. And you're going to have friends there. It's just going to be a conversation with friends. That is all it is. Pretend you are on Zoom and just hanging out with people that you have chatted with your whole last couple of years. And they are just there supporting you. And that is as easy as it can be. Let's see. When I was on Sherry's channel, I thought I might throw up. I was so nervous. Oh my goodness. There is nothing to be nervous about. It is, and going live is not for everybody. I will say that. So don't feel bad if you go live and then you just don't enjoy it. It is okay. Going live once doesn't mean you are locked in and that you have to go live every day. And it also doesn't mean that that's the only way that you can post content. Oh, yes. Sherry says she still gets nervous like that too. We're all there for you. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, they are. Okay. I will be honest. I think Sean jumped in my very first live. And guys, I was not only fangirling because, oh my gosh, this big wig that I've been watching for how many of our months is in my chat, but he's in my chat and talking to me as I am live. I totally freaked out. It might be one of the, absolutely, and that is fine. That is fine. Don't ever feel like you have to do lives. So it is a great experience to try out going live. And, you know, even if your first one is, you're still a nervous wreck, that's normal. So try it maybe once or twice. Try it maybe 3 or 4 times and see if it ever starts feeling natural for you. So Tuesday nights is where I started with. I started with Tuesday nights. Your live will be with many friends, Elza. I hope that I'm able to be there. I agree, Laura. Joan just signed up. She did it on her phone. Looking forward to checking it out. Yay! Thank you, Joan. Yes. That's okay. That's the sense of community. Okay. I love this quilting community. I love my Sunday nights. Okay. Sunday nights are my jam. They are absolutely my 100% jam. I love my Sunday nights because they are laid back, chill. I don't ever feel like I have to do announcements on Sunday night. I can just sew and pretend you guys aren't there, but I'm talking to you at the same time. Or I can get full on, as William says, I can get froggy with it. And I can do, any number of things on Sunday night. Tuesday nights, I try to keep it a little bit more upbeat, not have as much my life is being rough right now kind of conversation. So I try to tailor my Tuesday night conversation a little bit differently than my Sunday night. But that's not to say that they don't both have their values. Everybody comes to check me out on Tuesday nights because that's when I run giveaways, and it's a good time for most everyone in the country. So it's, one part of the country to the other. And I chose Tuesday nights originally because nobody else was live. And so I was watching Becca at the time and Tiffany and gosh, who else? I was watching Sean. And I think I was watching Donnell. I was definitely watching Donna over at Handmade by Ying. So I was watching all these big names, and Tuesday nights was the only nights that nobody else was already on. So I was like, okay, I'll take Tuesday nights. That is fine. So that way I wasn't stepping on anybody's toes. But everybody shifts their stuff now. So there's people that are live now that, have picked up a Tuesday night live. Hey, Cynthia, welcome in. There's people who've picked up my Sunday night time zone. I think I still mostly have Sunday nights to myself. I go live right at the tail end of Tiffany going live. If she runs over, then, people don't show up until Tiffany's done, which is fine. I get it. I am a huge Tiffany fan. But I chose Sunday nights because that works really well for me. I can be up super late and play with, whatever I'm working on. And speaking of Sunday nights, this Sunday night we are going to play. I am going to, that was a hard bit trying to find a free spot. It is hard, Zaza, I agree. And you're not actually going to keep you're not going to keep a free spot. I will tell you that right now. Even though this Saturday at noon is going to work this week, I will guarantee you somebody else is going to hop on that spot too. So don't ever feel like you have to change your times to allow for other content creators. Everybody kind of has to forge their own path. So it'll happen to you. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. Choose what works best for you on your time slot and stick with what works for you. And if Saturday at noon doesn't, or noon my time. If Saturday at noon my time doesn't work for you, or no, I'm sorry, 1 p.m. My gosh. Yeah, I'm going to have to think, guys. Brain needs to work. I do not, if that time zone works, or if that timeline works for you, stick with it. If it doesn't work for you, like it's hard, you feel a little down trying to get your time slot going, or you feel like people just aren't tuning in and you're just not enjoying that time frame, find a new one. Pick out one that you think will work for you, that none of the content creators you watch are on as a normal, and then just take it and run with it. We kind of all have to do that because there really isn't time that there's not a quilter channel online most of the time. There's almost always a quilting channel live somewhere. 1 p.m. time too. I know, right? I know. That's why I said somebody needed to email me. I love your after sunset videos, and said I do too. Like I can give up. We had Thursdays with Kathy for Land That I Love, and I love hanging out with Kathy. Gosh golly gee, I love hanging out with Kathy. So do not take this the wrong way, but I really do enjoy having my Thursday nights back. So that worked for a short time, and it's great that I have my Thursdays back. Now I've got the second and fourth Fridays, which guys, this Friday is a fourth Friday. So we will be doing Yuletide Sampler too. And Alicia may not be back in time to come join us, but it'll be me and Kathy at least. So yeah, we will have a blast working on Yuletide Sampler 2. But I mean, it's can be hard to find that time zone that just works for you, or that time slot that works for you. And it can also be hard to figure out how long you want to go live. So Tuesday nights, I try to keep it hour, maybe hour and a half. Linda's hoping to do a live soon. Oh, you will have to come here and announce it to me. Come on now. When you get ready to do it, come here and announce it. Let me know. That way I can blast it out to everybody too. Your Sunday is too late for me. It's 3 a.m. my time. I know my European people have a hard time catching it. It's crazy. Susan won't be home, but we'll watch replay. Oh, perfect. Replay is better than no play. That is always the case. I know you can't participate in the live chat when you are watching replay, but when you watch the replays, guys, leave content creators a comment that pertains to their video, because I cannot tell you how tickled I get when I see a comment on one of my videos. So if you are watching a replay of anything on my channel, please leave me a comment, even if it is just, hey, caught you late. That's fine. I love that. I love that you're coming to catch me, so thank you. You know, just leave the comments. Leave the comments. Leave all the comments. 3 p.m. Eastern, yes. 3 p.m. Eastern. You are Central, so it should be, I believe. If you're Central, it'll be, oh, okay, yeah. We're just trying to figure out time zones. My puppy is over misbehaving, but that is his normal for today. He has been all over the map misbehaving. Okay, so Sunday. What we are doing Sunday night for After Sunset Sunday, I am going to have, hey Helen, welcome in. So glad to see you. So Sunday I'm going to have the design walls out. And we are going to be playing. We are going to be doing a lot of playing. Yep, somebody just got in trouble. He got in trouble. Oops. He's been doing this all day, guys. I think he can tell that I'm nervous about surgery on Thursday. Maybe we're gonna go with that. We're gonna give him the benefit of the doubt that that's what it is. Let's see. Always like and comment on video if it's free. Yes, it is free. Hey, Carrie, welcome in. All right, now that Carrie is here, and Rita, are you still in the chat? Gotta know if Rita is still in chat. Mine is doing the same today. Oh gosh. So it's not just my dog. Okay. That's good to know that it is not just my dog. All right, so I'm going to show you. Hey, Marie, welcome in. So glad you're here. Thank you for stopping into the chat. Thank you for the subscribe. I appreciate it. All right, so we had that big piece for that bird, and then here's a flower center. And so that is my index finger right there. And it is smaller than my index finger fingerprint. So it is going to be a tiny piece. He will definitely pick up on your nerves. They are very sensitive. They are. And he is especially so since he stays with me 24 hours. Aside from the few random breaks he gets. But yeah. So I'm going to move these out of the way. I haven't seen Rita's chat name come up again. I was going to show you guys something that's very special that I know Rita would be dying to see. Oh, goodness. I'll show you guys in a minute either way. So even if Rita doesn't come back in the chat, I'll show you still. Oh, but yeah, so this is going to start probably, I'm thinking January. I might start it before then, I don't know. Because I have all my fabrics for it. So I don't know if I'm going to start it early or not. This one has some bigger pieces on it. I don't know if that was just happenstance. that I picked up the pattern pieces that had bigger pieces on it. Joan says 2 p.m. Central on Saturday. Yep. Try to catch it, Zaza. We'll be finishing up the Illinois shop hop. Oh, perfect. Yes, definitely watch the replay. Yes, Joan. Absolutely watch the replay. But yeah, so Sunday we are pulling out the design walls. I'm gonna have both of them in here. And we are going to pull out some random stuff that I've got hanging around that I need to get you guys to give me some input on. I've got a couple of partial kits that don't do much of anything. So we're going to see what we can come up with. And I may also pull out another one that I've already started, and we may work on that Sunday too. So we'll just see. But again, we're going to see how my wrist is feeling, what my pain levels are like going into all of this weekend. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm nervous about the surgery, okay? I'm not excited about the surgery. I'm nervous. I am excited to finally be getting something done. But that doesn't mean that I'm not nervous. And in case you're wondering, guys, these are my paper scissors. I did change out my scissors on my table so that they are the paper scissors. And this is freezer paper. So, do you guys, who all knows? Who all has done freezer paper applique? Let me know if you have done freezer paper applique before. Freezer paper applique is definitely different than just regular applique. Oh, and there's bird legs. I forgot about the bird legs. Aren't the bird legs cute? The bird legs are cute, right? I think the bird legs are cute. I'm not a huge bird person, but I'm doing an owl still. I still need to finish that. Ah, Helen is waving. Thank you, Helen. I love your waves. Thank you. Oh, you've done freezer paper applique. Okay, there we go. There we go. Awesome. So for those of you who have not done freezer paper applique, what I'm going to do, freezer paper has a papery side, just like a regular side that's easy to draw on. And then the other side, you can see that shine. That is a waxy substance that they put on freezer paper. Carrie says she has freezer paper. She uses it for her bag templates. Yep, that's a good use for freezer paper. And it's super inexpensive. I love cheap. I'm not a cheap person, but I love not having to spend a lot of extra money on something that I'm going to discard anyway. I like that part. So what you do with freezer paper, Joan says she has, but what's the pattern? Perfect question. Perfect question. It is, and I don't know if you want this pattern, let me know, and I will see if it's still available. It is called Gnome Sweet Gnome. It is the lady who designed it, Geraldine Powers, and Valley Fabric Shop. Valley Fabric Shop is a Wyoming quilt shop. So I don't know if she designed it just for that quilt shop or what, but I will be more than happy to see if the pattern is still available for purchase, if you guys want a copy of it. So, but yes, it's got gnomes. It's got 4 gnomes total, the 3 in the one window and then the 1 down here. It's got the little gnome house, little mushroom house. It's got strawberries. It's got a hedgehog. It's got a bird. It's got tulips. It's got a rain boot with flowers in it. It's got a wheelbarrow, a bunny rabbit, a watering can with flowers, and then more flowers here as well. So this is going to be a multi-part. This is gonna be a long process. But I saw it and I liked it and I had to have it. Did you print on the freezer paper or buy it like it? Nope. I actually didn't do either of those. You can print on freezer paper, but I actually took my little light board. I have it for diamond painting. That's where how I came by getting a light board. But I just put my light board down, turn that on, and trace all of the applique patterns. One of the things with applique patterns, this pattern specifically, she put the placement guides on the back side of the applique patterns. So if you have the pattern, you don't want to cut the applique designs out of the pattern. Susan says freezer paper appliques are her favorite way to do applique. I'm with you. I am not a huge fan of raw edge. Not a huge fan. We are going to be doing some raw edge applique. I think 2026 is the year of applique for me now, because I have so many applique projects. Hey, Jacqueline, welcome in. How am I this evening? I'm nervous. I have surgery on Thursday, so I'm nervous. Light boards are brilliant for applique. They are absolutely fantastic for it. So I traced every last one of these. I just cut these off of the roll of freezer paper. Now you can, if you are wanting to send freezer paper through your printer, you can cut your freezer paper to the 8.5 by 11 size sheets like you would normally print on. And you just need to make sure that the papery side, not the waxy side, the papery side, is what is going to be up against the ink cartridge. So whichever side is top in your printer, the papery side needs to be that top. Otherwise, you could potentially damage your printer and lead to a lot of ink transfer that you don't want. Let's see. I like applique, but never done freezer paper method. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. And these are, I'm just rough cutting them right now. Okay, so these are not fully down to the full size. It's going to take me a really long time to cut all of these down to their actual size. I'm just rough cutting them tonight so that I could get them started. And then they're going to go back in the box because I have other things I need to get done before surgery. So it is what it is, right? So the way that freezer paper applique works is you take and fuse the waxy side to the wrong side of your fabric. So this does not go on the front of your fabric, it goes on the back of your fabric. And, oh, this is the hedgehog body. Oh, and he's January. Okay, cute, 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 cute. So you fuse this to the back side of your fabric, and then you cut your fabric out about 1/4 inch outside of your applique design. Okay, so these are all going to be trimmed down to their outside lines, and then I will cut my fabric 1/4 inch to the outside. Oh, Sherry says she wants to do slow stitch applique EPP collage. This would be a great needle turn. So I like the look of needle turn applique. Oh no, my computer has gone away with the chat. Let's see if I can refresh it and see if that will get it going. My computer has been not super happy with me today, so I'm not surprised. All right, let me pop this out. Oh guys, don't forget to hit the like button, please. If you do not mind, that does help out on YouTube for getting more people over to my channel. All right, I've got the chat back up so I can see everything. And so yeah, sir, please stop. Yeah, we're gonna have a night. We're so gonna have a night. So you fuse this to the back of your fabric. You cut out 1/4 inch outside of your applique template. So these are your templates. You cut out that outside edge by 1/4 inch, and then I take and starch my fabric and use that to help me fuse it in place. Now you can do a fabric folding pen. I may try that as well. Oh, perfect. Zaza says that Sherry's orange peel flower was amazing. I'm so excited. I need to go see that. I can just imagine. I love orange peels. They're so cute. I haven't done one in a really long time, but they are so adorable. Um, but yeah, so I use starch. I may try out um, the the fabric folding pen with just some water in it to see if that works well to flip everything over. And if it doesn't, you know, it's not the end of the world. We'll get there. We'll see what has to happen. My issue right now with raw edge applique is my straight stitch machine. I would need to dig out. Yes. Yeah, you have to have that zigzag if you're going to do raw edge. I'm not a huge fan of raw edge. I never have been. I just don't like the look for it. Yes, you gotta have the Bernina for the zigzag. It's like a giant dahlia. Oh, yes, I'm gonna have to go check that out. Absolutely gonna have to go check that out. I bet it's stunning. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely stunning. I'm just thinking of the last dahlia that I grew and how gorgeous that would be in fabric. So that's really awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, here's the bunny for May. So this is the reverse. So it'll actually be on the quilt like this. Okay. So the waxy side is the right side. So that's why you want the waxy side to the back of your right side of your fabric when you do this. Because then you have everything in the right order. In the right order. Oh, I've hit the smaller pieces. I've got wheelbarrow handles and parts and pieces. That's what I'm cutting around right now. Oh, Susan, yeah, enjoys handwork. Yes, yes, you do. You absolutely do. And I do enjoy handwork on occasion with like hand applique, but all of my applique has to be already pressed. I do not have the dexterity anymore to do needle turn without having it already pressed out of the way. So for me to do needle turn, which is what I like the look of, I have to press it in advance. And this freezer paper method works wonderful for that. If you don't mind a little fraying, you can do straight stitch, which can look nice. Yeah, the judges don't typically like that though. I've seen judges like turn up their nose at raw edge that is a little bit frayed. Not that they should. So, you know, don't take that wrong. Just because they turn up their nose doesn't mean that they should be, but they do. There are some judges that just do not accept raw edge that frays at all. And I'm not a huge fan of the frayed look. I think that's why I struggle with it, maybe. Because I'm always worried that it's going to start fraying. The puppy is going on the look again. He's going on the look. Look, I need to remember to order my needle clamp for my zigzag machine. Yes, yes, please do that. Please do that. I am going to be checking with a store to see if I can take my machine there on Thursday. Have my husband go drop it off for me and see how much they'll charge me to do it. Oh, I didn't write what month on one of these tulips. Oops. I'll have to remember to do that. You can use pinking shears and straight stitch. Yeah, now that would work. That would work. It just depends on how big the raw edge applique pieces are. I'm so excited for you, Zaza, for having a live this Saturday. That's so cool. That's so very cool. Started on Viking. Yeah. If you've got a project you've already started, then you kind of want to make it look the same. All right. When I come across that tulip top that does not have a month on it, I will look for the other tulip tops and find it there. Because I know it's part of the same month. When I traced the early part of this, and this is the early part of it, I didn't travel too far on the freezer paper. So everything was like right next to each other. So I have April and July, Susan, each to their. Oh, hi, Lana. Welcome in. Zyla prefers a blanket stitch or a zigzag when she does it. Yeah, I love the zigzag if I'm going to do raw edge applique. It's just not my normal thing to do a lot of applique. So Santa's loading dock was all done as needle turn. So I should be able to do needle turn on that one. All right. So now all of my pieces are cut. That didn't take too long. That took less than an hour because I didn't even start right on time. So that's one stack. And let me grab the other, and then I'm going to get a sip of my drink. And I'm going to get the piece that fell on the floor because it's tiny and I don't want to lose it. All right. Here we go. I think that's all of them, aside from the piece on the floor. Let me grab it real quick. All right. And then I'm going to sip of my drink before I show you guys the fabrics because I'm so excited about the fabrics. I'm so excited about them. So what I'm going to do when I put this together with all of these lots and lots and lots of pieces, the next step that I'm going to do, and I'm not going to do it right now. Let me actually put them all in the bag. So this has the pattern placements. So like the bunny rabbit has grass underneath him. So that's the pattern placement. And so like they have that for all of these. There is that sheet as well as the separate templates. So you know what has to be cut separately. Okay. So that is all part of the the pattern. If I can talk. I can't talk, guys. I cannot talk. All right, so we are going to put all of these in here. And as many of them as I can lay flat, I'm going to lay them flat. So I'm not going to fold them if I don't absolutely have to. We're just going to see how many of them I can get in here without having to bend them or fold them, because they were already folded at one point. Not that it's going to matter, because once they get pressed to their fabric, they will flatten out just nicely. No, that one might not. Oh, maybe it does. Maybe it does. We'll see. And some of my pieces are catching on the pieces I already put in here. Okay, they'll be all right. Oh, that's a gnome hat. Gotta love the gnome hat, right? And that was the girl hat. There's a boy hat, and it's different. And then I have a girl braid too. Oh, that's January too. I don't know what all they want you to do in January. We're gonna have to take a look. I thought the hedgehog was. Oh, maybe it wasn't the hedgehog. Maybe it was the beard. Maybe it was the beard for the nose. That's probably what it was. That would be my next guess. Okay, everybody who came in a little bit after the start, how are you guys doing tonight? Are you having a good Tuesday? Has your week started off smoothly? We have had, yesterday was cold, and then today was also cold, which I don't mind. I really like the cold weather, but today was also rainy, and I really wasn't happy about that. Okay, the hedgehog is in June. Okay, my bad. It was the gnome beard for the boy gnomes. It was for the boy gnome beard. Oh well. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. Some of these tiny, tiny pieces, I guess I could have left them together until I'm ready to cut them. But did I do that? No. And am I going to? No. Found a bag of my early attempts at log cabin blocks today. They were very wonky, but it's fun to see how far I've improved since then. This will become donation quilts, I think. I like that idea. I really like that idea. All right. So there's the pattern. And let me see. I hope this is not going to blind you. So we're going to see. Oh, it blinds me. Okay. All right. So we have a little bit of a halo on me. Let's see if I can do it any way that it won't do a halo. No, apparently not. Okay, so I will be in weird light, but now you guys will be able to see this a little bit better. So that is the pattern. Okay. And that's what I've got all of my pieces done. And then it does give you the cutting sizes for the background, for the border, which they have it navy. Oh, sorry. No, navy solid is the sashing. Sorry. Navy polka dot is this outer border. And then they have it bound in red. And then they give you the instructions for that. Let's see, applique. So we use more colors. Press each seam after it's sewn. Yeah, it shows you, and then it shows you the strip cutting for the piano key border. So that being said, the list of fabric requirements, you guys really can't see it very well because of the light. The fabric requirement list is pretty extensive, but it says 1 to 2 yellow fat quarters, 1 red and white polka dot fat quarter. Did I do that? No. No. We are going to do this in a traditional block of the month style when I do it, when I start it. And again, I don't know exactly when I'm going to start it, but I'm ready to start. Week started out horribly. Contractor came in with a big blow, something he should have told me on the walkthrough before I hired him. Oh my gosh, that's awful, Cynthia. I'm so sorry. How big is the quilt? Says Zaza. Let's see, 50 inches by 60 inches. So it's not super big. It's, yes, Chloe. She says, oh no, yellow. But wait, there's more. I wanted to do that for a while. So this is why I was asking where Rita was. Because I knew she was going to have a heart attack. And I wanted to check to see if she was here before I gave her the heart attack. Because I'm going to give her a heart attack. But I just want to make sure she was here so I could see her when she does it. All right. Sorry. I'm not trying to move the camera, guys. I promise. I forgot that the leg is over this far. All right, so this is one fabric that I have. There is blue birds in here. There's flowers, there's leaves, and it is a black with all of these vibrant prints on it, okay? So I was thinking this for this polka dot outer border here, okay? But it will probably end up in the quilt as well. Then I could not stop finding yellows to put in this quilt because I was like, I have no yellows. So I will have to buy yellows. So I kept finding yellows. So bear with me. There's going to be a lot of yellow in this quilt. That's gorgeous. It is. It's not my favorite quilt fabric in this quilt though. It's gorgeous, but it's not my favorite fabric. We're getting there. All right. So this is it's not a mustard yellow. It's kind of like a honey mustard yellow. The color really doesn't show up very well. Let's see. Nope, that's not really much better. It is a honey mustard yellow, and it looks like it's not honeycomb. It kind of has a honeycomb feel to it, but it's kind of like chain link fence. But that is this yellow. Cynthia made bags of that fabric. This one? Yep. Yep, I can see that. I can see that. Okay. Then I have this green batik, and this camera is very accurate. So it is a green batik. So it's going to go into lots of fun. That's why you're smirking when I came in. Yes. Carrie's favorite color, guys, is chicken fire. Carrie's favorite color is yellow. So we are at odds. I can send her all my yellow and she'll send me other colors. And my week started paying close to $1,000 on my car after the brakes started grinding and squealing. Spent 3.5 hours at the repair shop. I bet you got some cross stitch in. All right, now this fabric is a batik. The black with flowers, yeah. I figured it was that one. This has scissors on it, guys. How cute! How cute is that? I don't know exactly where I'm going to use it yet. It might be a gnome hat. See, it might be the watering can. It might be the wheel. It might be the bunny. I don't know. We'll find the one that's not your favorite. Oh, yeah. Carrie has some of that batik. Oh, that's cool. Yes, that is painful. I agree. Zaza, $1,000 is crazy. That's about what I spent too on mine. All right. Guess what? More yellow. This one is, it's got little yellow flowers. They kind of blend in on this camera, but like yellow flowers and daisies and roses on this flower print. I want that scissor print, so cute. I know, right? I saw it and I'm like, it's going into this quilt, probably. All right, now this is a cream. However, it has flower print stuff on it. So we've got sunflower, seed packet, sweet pea, poppies, daisies, petunias, morning glories. I love morning glories. So it's got all of these different fabrics on it, more yellow, and I love it. Cynthia, you're funny. You're funny. I'm getting there. There's more. There is more. So this is going in there. I don't know exactly where. It might be a background. You know, I might put it as a background behind maybe the bird or the boot. So some of these may end up being background, not actually in the item that's on the background. So we'll see. Now this is a scrap. This is not a full piece. It is a mustardy yellow, not a honey mustard yellow, but more of a mustardy yellow. And it's just got little flowers, and it is an on-point quilt print. Thankfully, I just enough in the bank to put gas in my car for the drive across the mountains and back today. Ah, that's rough. That is rough season. I hear you on that. And I don't know where some of these came from, so do not shoot the messenger if you sent these to me, okay? There's this cream with blue and gray and mustardy orange, like burnt orange colors in there. There is this one. This is Riley Blake. That one might be Riley Blake as well. I don't have the selvage side for that one. But this is a Riley Blake from, or let's see if it says. No, it doesn't say the pattern, but this is a Riley Blake. And this is kind of like a dark gray. And then from that same line, this may be what I bought from Kathy. That's what I'm thinking it is. Because she had a pack. So this one has a lot of different prints on it. It's much busier. But it also goes well with all of the others so far. So pretty cream with gray and orange. Yes, right? This one is all daisies. And it's got different color centers to it. And it's a dark color. It's not exactly black, but it's close. This is, okay, Fragrant Field by Lila Tuller. That's what this fat quarter bundle apparently was. And then this one is sideways, but it's got flowers as well, and it's kind of a cream background as well on it. So those are in here. Not yellow. It is orange. It is an orange batik with circles of dots, circles of polka dots. I find it so stinking cute. Some of these are just gorgeous. All right, and then I needed some more orange in here too. So this print, I think this might be about a fat quarter maybe. I'm not sure. Now this came in a scrap that I got, and I don't remember where it came from, so don't come after me. This red in here says garlic, olive oil, lemons, eggs, mushrooms, tomatoes, recipes, carrots, oregano, artichoke, beans. Oh, they misspelled beans. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, I'm going to have to show you. Susan has that batik, the orange batik. Yep. That's awesome. Chloe loves her some orange. Okay, I'm going to show you the misspelling. If I can. There we go. Instead of B-E-A-N-S, it's B-E-N-A-S. So, but it may end up in here anyway. But I've got just scraps of it. So it will be something small. It might be the strawberries. I might make it flowers. If I have enough, I might make the gnome hat down here. Helen says she loves the food words. I have another fabric that I will eventually pull out that might go as backing for this quilt, and it is perfect for words. All right, now this is a yellow again, and this one's actually a solid. Just a solid yellow, and this is kind of like sunflower yellow. The camera kind of washes it out. This is another yellow. This is more of a pastel, like baby yellow, I guess. And it has polka dots on it. They're white, or they're not completely white. They're kind of like color wash. It's really hard to see, but it is not a straight yellow. I have more of that orange batik. I marked that one for binding. And let's see. Let me pull these other ones out first before I get to that last one. I made this one, I labeled this one sashing. Butter, yes, it is definitely a butter yellow, yes. I labeled this one sashing. This is a blue batik, a teal. I kind of like that teal line going with all the yellows. And then I labeled this one background. I don't know if I have enough to do all the backgrounds in it, but I might. It is a cream with a subdued florals on it. Carrie says she has some of that too. Ah, that's hilarious. Now this is another batik, and it is cream, and I'm probably going to use this as some of the background as well. Oh, there's a pull in it. Oops. Well, we'll cut around that piece. But it is a cream batik with cream circles. Carrie has a lot of these. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Helen. All right. So this is where the idea got started. Or maybe this is where I picked it up. I'm not sure if I bought this first or the pattern first. Maybe I bought the pattern first. Guys, it's gnomes with wheelbarrows and watering buckets and flowers and butterflies and birds. I did get this from Joann's before they closed. This was one of my closeout purchases. And I don't know how many yards I have, but I have more than one. I think I have more than two. Let me see. I might have 4, or I'm close to having 4. So like 3 3/4 or something. I have a lot of this. I fell in love with this print. Carrie says very cute. I know, right? It is a copyright 2023. But I love this one. I love it. But I can't use this as background because it is too busy. I could use it as sashing, but I will have to fussy cut. Susan says she wants that gnome fabric, right? Mm-hmm. I bought it. I was like, nope, I'm taking that home with me. This fabric is mine. No one else gets to take the rest of this home. I bought whatever was left on the bolt. I had to have it. So what I will do is the backgrounds are, that could be the backing. It could be. It very well might be. Sashing, yes. I could do it as, I couldn't do it as the small sashing, but I could do it as the background sashing, like the polka dots on the outside border. Yep. I could also, instead of doing the piano keys, but I kind of like the piano keys, but instead of doing the piano keys, I could potentially replace that border with a solid border of that gnome fabric, and of course fussy cut it so that it is lined up correctly. So I have gnomes going the whole length of the border. And if it's tall enough, I can do it at the top too. Gotta love some gnomes. Gotta love some gnomes. So this is a project that I will be doing. If you do want this pattern, let me know. I wish there was a gnome emoji. There probably is one. I just don't know which one. Santa's a gnome, isn't he? I consider Santa a gnome. Let me turn this off. There we go. Now I can see. Now I'm not blind. Hey Ellen, welcome in. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it might be busy. I don't know. But if you guys want to do this one with me, if you want to do the Gnome Sweet Gnome, send me an email. Just send me an email. Let me know that you want to do it or that you want the pattern. And I will reach out to the store that sold it and see whether or not they have any more left. Or if they would be willing to reprint the pattern. Because if they're willing to reprint it, then you guys can order the pattern. And I'm thinking I'm going to start this in January. I just have to do a lot of prep for a lot of projects. About 2 years of fabric green with gnomes hiding in trees. Need to find where I packed it. Yes, you need to find that fabric, Susan. Absolutely. You should make Norm and Nanette Elizabeth Hartman pattern. I have seen that one. However, I have so many projects right now that I really can't. The Nocturnal Soul will finish up right before Halloween, so that will take one off my plate. But then I have, gosh, I have a lot. We need to have some sew days. We need to have some sew days. So be looking. We will probably have a retreat in November, is what I'm thinking, because I need to sew. I need to get some sewing time in. Let me see if I have my dates available yet. Let me look real quick. Here's October. No, that's September. October and November. So potentially before Thanksgiving, the weekend before Thanksgiving, or the second weekend of November, I might be able to do a retreat then. So just keep an eye out. I'm going to see how I am doing with recovery, and see what we can get done, because I need to clear out some of these project boxes. My 365 quilt is still going to be in a project box. It is not going anywhere until it is done. But I have some others that will be quick finishes or not super hard finishes. And I've made a lot of progress so far on Echoes, but I still have a long way to go, so I need some sewing time on that. And Sunday we're going to pull out some stuff. So you guys are going to see some stuff Sunday. So please don't miss Sunday. If you want an input on how I organize things or rearrange things, don't miss Sunday. I have got a project that I've kind of put off just a little bit. And it needs, oh, thank you, Helen. Thank you. The project that I've put off a little bit. Carrie's blocked both of those weekends out. Yay! Maybe we'll do both. I don't know about that. I don't know if I can handle both. But we'll see. We'll see what's coming up by then. But I've got one project, and it is yellows and browns, and I think a leopard print will go really well with it. It's kind of like along those color lines. It's very safari kind of themed, and it was a free to good home project. I get those frequently, right? So it's a free to good home project, and the challenge with it is there's no pattern at all, and some of the months are missing. So I don't know what each month is supposed to do, and I don't know what any of it is supposed to look like. I just have whatever is pre-cut and in the Ziploc bags. So I do have it still in the Ziploc bags, so it's not all mixed up completely, but we may have to see what we can come up with out of that. But I have a couple of other projects, one that I know you guys have seen before, but that one you guys haven't. And then, yeah, we're going to pull out some project boxes Sunday. So be prepared. Oh, perfect. Yay. Susan says she sent me an email, guys. Yay. Awesome. Okay. So I'm not going to keep you guys much longer. I need to get back to working on the Nocturnal Soul Quilt Along. Spoiler alert, I will go ahead and show you what I have done. So this week, if you are not part of the Nocturnal Soul Quilt Along, or if you are and you have already gotten your pattern for this week because it came out yesterday, I have gotten one section done. There are 35 pieces in this section, and if I calculated right, A through G, there's 110 pieces. So there's a lot of pieces that go into this. So when this comes out on Friday, provided I get everything done before my surgery so that it can come out on Friday, when that comes out on Friday, please be sure to go watch. I am going to speed it up because I know you don't want a 5-hour video, and it's already taken me an hour and a half just doing that. So yes, Chloe, she says, wow, wonderful. I know, right? Some of those pieces are really, really tiny. So I do give a couple of tips on how I get stuff like that done, and how I do the super tiny paper piecing like that. So I do give you a couple of tips on that. Okay. This is going to be a week. And it's definitely going to be a week, guys. So if you have not petted some fabric, go pet some fabric. You better get to sewing, girlfriend. I know. The other pieces are not super tiny like that. There are some tiny pieces, but not like that one. Those were really tiny. So if you've not petted some fabric, go pet some fabric. Put some needle and thread to fabric. Get that done so that you can get through the rest of the week. Be sure to come join me Friday for the Nocturnal Soul Quilt Along. If it is posted, it will be available. So I don't post it until the video is uploaded. So if it is posted, you guys will be able to see it on Friday night at 11:30 p.m. Mountain Time. So watch it Saturday. And I will try my best to be on either Friday or Saturday. But I will for sure be live on Sunday for After Sunset Sunday, and we will be playing. Even if I am not up for sewing, we will be playing with fabric one way or the other. Thank you, Chloe. Yes, and I will try to post on the page. I will try to post in the community tab, guys, so that you guys know that I am out of surgery and safe, and how I feel like I will be doing, or at least how I am doing post-surgery on Thursday. So I will post something for that. So guys, have a great night. Get some sleep. Pet some fabric before you go to bed. And I will see you Sunday, if not sooner. Until then,